thanks for joining us for the NBA All-Star Game. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan.
And you know, this game at the midway point of the season, Kevin, a chance to put aside some of the grit and grind and moan and groan mentality of the regular season, the monotony of that, and really celebrate the game and its greatest stars. And everybody looks forward to it. We do, as do the fans and the players.
That's a great word, celebrate, because that's truly what this is.
And I'll tell you what, guys, for each of these players, whether they're here for the first time or the umpteenth time, it's a tremendous honor and a reward for all the hard work and preparation that they have put into their careers to get.
And brought to you by State Farm, a chance here to look at the starting lineups. First, for the East All-Stars, Rajon Rondo is out there with Ellis. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game. All-Star center, Andrew Bynum. Then it's Anthony, and it's LeBron at the 4 spot. And then for the West All-Stars, Russell Westbrook out there with Kobe. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. And it's Durant, and it's Love in at the power forward position.
The All-Star festivities always a big draw for VIPs, stars, and celebrities, and I see quite a few in the house tonight.
Yeah, really a festive atmosphere around this event and this weekend. There's just so much going on, both on and off the court.
In this All-Star game in Houston, perhaps underscoring the hometown Rockets' search for a star-caliber player to lead their team.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Outside Rondo. Kicks it out to Ellis. There's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Ellis has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the East All-Stars. Yeah, you know, injuries robbed them of their superstar claims. They've taken the hard route to improving, seeking to find undervalued players in free agency, trades, or, Steve, with their later picks in the draft.
Yeah, and so often the fastest way to get good in the NBA is to get bad first, and I mean really bad. But they haven't done that. I mean, they've scrapped, they've been competitive. We've got to give them credit.
Here's Kobe. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Rick Adelman gave me just a few minutes with him. Talking to Coach, he said that this is one of the few times he's not had to worry about defense hitting into a game. Coach said, it's nice knowing that the more scoring there is, the better it is for the game. And the better it is for us, guys.
All right, Doris.
Dwight Howard was the leading vote getter for the All-Star game last season with over 1.6 million of them. And, of course, he was playing in his hometown of Orlando. That was very awkward because that came at the time that he was asking for a trade. And this is the league's showcase event. Very strange weekend for Dwight Howard and the city of Orlando.
Westbrook drives in. Over Rondo. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, a great effort.
Kobe kicks to Westbrook. Over Ellis. And Ellis with the block. And Love gets it to go.
Well, a lot of great stories for all of these players, but he's definitely been one with a standout season, Clark.
You know, Steve, I've loved watching his tenacity. He's had a clear sense of focus. He's brought his A game on a consistent basis, night in and night out. I mean, he's been a huge factor for this team this season.
Nice, aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with him once they...
Oh, look out.
Oh, now that's an all-star dunk. That's why he's here.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Well, it never gets old to see the incredible talent on display here at All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
This year is no different.
Well, pretty much all of the events are a lot of fun to watch, and it's a combination of tremendous skill and entertainment. You can't beat it. You know, one of the things about the All-Star break is that it can provide some much-needed rest for NBA players and Coaches and trainers as well, a chance to regenerate and heal up a little bit. Even for those players in the big game, that week off can still be pretty big.
Westbrook kicks to Kobe. Shoots from 12. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Boy, the bucket's coming fast and furious.
All offense out there, but that's what this game is all about.
Here's Ellis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a lot of times it can be a tale of 2 seasons before and after the All-Star break.
Yeah, you really want to just peak at the right time. And, you know, you think back to last season, some of the players who really came on, guys like Paul Pierce and Carmelo Anthony, they turned their seasons around and really gave their teams a big boost. And I think that's a major part of trying to get hot down the stretch.
So the West ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for the East. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bynum. Bargnani comes in for LeBron. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
I tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Ginobili. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
No defense being played at all right now.
Yeah, you know it'll be a high-scoring game, but at least make them work for it a little bit.
Granger against Ginobili. Granger kicks to Lopez. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. And when the players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, you know, they've just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment, but for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves.
Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Jennings with the steal. Now the dish to Bargnani. Feeds the wall. The pass to Bynum. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Bynum. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Durant. Goes up on the wing. Here's Howard. And he brings it.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, with a basket.
And guys, he got it off just in time.
And that concludes. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, already some highlight reel plays.
Yeah, they're playing at a nice tempo right now, giving the fans a show.
Curry with it. Looking for his first bucket of the game.
And in last year's All-Star Game, another close one, but another win for the West.
Outside, Kobe goes for the alley-oop. Durant. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
So for the West, DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Iguodala in for Kobe. Bargnani is checked in for the East. It's back to Jennings. Gets it to go. And last year's game didn't start out close. The West set an all-star record, scoring 88 points in the first half. Wow.
And the East, for the second year in a row, mounted a massive comeback, this time cutting it from a 21-point deficit to just one down the stretch. But again, they couldn't quite overcome the West, and they lost a close one.
Wall dishes to Lopez. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly you're right. You know, that's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
Curry against Wall. Ginobili up top. Goes straight up. And the layup falls. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format. And Houston, known as Clutch City by Hoops fans, 2 championships to their credit.
It's Durant with the drive. Gets it to go. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And I don't think we can afford to forget about something else he's known for. Stepping to the forefront at the end of close games and demanding that he be the one to take the big shot.
Yeah, 94-95, Steve, with the all-time great center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, and in 95 with Clyde Drexler, both of them, of course, graduates of the University of Houston. How perfect that they should combine to bring the city an NBA title.
Wall's shot is off, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cousins. Love comes in for Andre Iguodala. Kobe's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Steph Curry.
Well, last year's All-Star game was really a mixed bag for Kobe. A hard foul from Dwayne Wade broke his nose and gave him a concussion. Not the type of thing you're used to seeing in an exhibition game.
Got a piece of it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kobe gets a screen from Love. Durant covered by Anthony. Love kicks to Howard. From down in the low post, it goes. Howard's got 6. On the good side for Kobe in last year's All-Star game. He set a record for career All-Star game points, Steve. Very impressive.
Yeah, that's right. Moving past Oscar Robertson, the Big O, and finally Michael Jordan for the all-time record as Kobe finished that game by scoring 27 points.
Here's Westbrook. Good on the 13-footer. Westbrook's got his first points in this one.
You know, it's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
You know, the All-Star break, really a bit of a pit stop of sorts for NBA teams. Some teams lose momentum, others take on new life and get regenerated when the season resumes. It's always interesting to see how that dynamic plays out.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in, and Kobe gets it to go.
He is so good at working himself into the open spots on the floor inside that three-point line.
Rondo drives in. Oh, and the dunk by Rondo.
That never gets old. I love seeing that type of athletic play.
Yeah, I agree with you. And if any of you viewers at home missed the dunk contest last night, just soak up a few of these slams like that.
Here's Kobe, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 8 points for Kobe Bryant. And last season we saw teams like San Antonio and Boston really turn it on in the latter half of the season.
Yeah, and of course with the condensed schedule, it made more sense than ever to save up a little energy for the stretch run and dial it up as the playoffs approached.
Wallace with it. He's picked up by LeBron. No coverage that time. And it's an 8-point West All-Star lead.
And this team really dialed in from that mid-range area.
Seems like every hoop they get, Steve, is a step or two in from the three-point line. I mean, you got to take what the other team is giving you, and they're certainly doing that.
It's Ginobili with the drive. Howard against Bynum. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
And I think whichever team starts to dominate the glass could really take control of this game.
I won't disagree with you. I mean, it's so tight between these teams right now on the board that you're just waiting to see which team might pull away.
And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Now it's just a 3-point West All-Star lead. Kobe kicks to Ginobili. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he makes the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Ginobili.
Well, you love having him at the line, and he's certainly living up to that reputation tonight.
Here's Lopez.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time. Went for the two-hand throw down there. Needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And a tight game here as we end the first half. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And on one of the great nights of the NBA season, welcome to the All-Star Game and the halftime report here on 2K Sports. A tight game for the West All-Stars squaring off against the East All-Stars. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Kobe off to a good start. He has 8 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on. And on the other side, the East All-Stars are also putting up good numbers. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Rajon Rondo making his presence felt early. After 2, he's got 6 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And a great first half of basketball it was.
Now, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see if they can take it up a notch here in the second half. And this is Carmelo Anthony's 6th All-Star Game appearance. He went for 19 and 9 last year in Orlando, almost a double-double. But with a great scorer like him, you know, he can basically take over any game, but particularly an All-Star game, and when there's so much flow and pace.
It's LeBron with the drive, and Durant sends it back. Kobe against Ellis. Straight up. Goes up again, and it's Durant laying it in. Durant's got 9 points.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet. And, you know, you think about Carmelo. Melo's best All-Star game was his 27 and 10 double-double back in 2010. He's used to playing up tempo and always seems to have a great time playing in the All-Star game. It's the type of game that's custom-made for him.
New players in now for the East. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Kobe passes to Howard. Good. 8 points for him.
Good start for this offense. They're shooting 3 of 4 now from the field, so offense in a good groove.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Bargnani, he's guarded by Love. Shots good from Bargnani.
You know what makes it difficult to guard Bargnani is that he's 7 feet tall, but he's got shooting range out to about 25 feet. So the big man on the defense has to stay out with him on the perimeter, and that really opens up the floor for anything you want to do offensively.
It sure does open up the floor, Steve, and he can get into a rhythm, too. If he gets a few good looks at the hoop and he's feeling it, he'll get hot real quickly with his size and shooting touch there. It isn't much you can do to stop him. Granger, West All-Stars with the rebound. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Back to Love. Gives him the lead pass. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you what, they might have to change out those rims after this one.
Yeah, it's been an all-out dunk fest tonight, Clark. Kevin Love with his third consecutive All-Star appearance. Last year had 17 points and 7 boards in just 18 minutes. And you know he's going to go after that double-double. That's what he does.
Catching up on changes for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. Griffin comes in for Kevin Love. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Steph Curry subbed in for Kobe. Griffin kicks to Curry. Kicks it to Cousins. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Kevin Durant's checked in for Cousins. Ginobili comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Lawson in for Steph Curry. And Kevin Love has come so far, really impressive, since winning the most improved player back in 2011. Clark, he just keeps getting better and better.
And Kevin, I'm excited to see what he does next. I mean, he's made so much progress, as you said, to this point. And you know he's a diligent worker and hungry for more. I don't see this guy resting on his laurels. He's going to continue to raise the bar on himself.
Tries from 10. LeBron, good. LeBron's now got 9.
And they got exactly what they wanted against that defense.
Ginobili outside. Up top, Griffin. Lawson. And that one's good.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk and both teams now really going after each other.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Griffin. Love comes in for Manu Ginobili. Kobe's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Ty Lawson. And then for the East All-Stars, Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Wall. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Russell Westbrook in for Jeremy Lin. Knocked away, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. He kicks it to Kobe. It's Durant on the wing. Right side, Durant. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Rondo dishes to Carmelo. Bynum the pass to Rondo. For the lead. Gets it to go. Rondo's got 9.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
To the middle. He's looking for Ellis and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Westbrook drives it.
Look out, watch out. That's taking it strong right there.
Yeah, finishing in style.
You can feel a sense of anticipation when he heads for the hoop because that's what he can do.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. East All-Stars lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Tune in this Friday night. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Kemba Walker and the Charlotte Bobcats. Make sure to catch it.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm gonna make sure.
While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Uncontainable Game Report. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. And it's the East All-Stars with the Uncontainable Game Award for the offensive stretch they put together. Something must have been said about defense at halftime because they came out and locked things up in the third quarter. A great effort on D, and it has them sitting pretty here in the fourth.
Doris, thank you. That was quite a run they had. Quite exemplary of what we think of when we think about that turning point. Definitely a Sprite uncontainable game moment.
Yeah, you won't get any argument from me, Kevin. It was as big a factor in this game as anything. You know, when a team builds up that much momentum, It just becomes so hard to turn the tide back around.
Yeah, Steve, they just kept the throttle down. They sense an area of weakness and then just continue to exploit it, never letting up.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
And here is Curry. Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Holiday attacking. There's the bucket. Good.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. John Wall's checked in for the East. Rondo comes in for Kyrie Irving. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Kobe. Howard kicks to Kobe. Good luck. And that one's good.
And Kevin, he's always aggressive offensively, but it seems like late in the game, he just becomes an assassin. And when the game is in the balance, that's when he's at his best.
And with him, given how well he shoots the ball, sometimes it doesn't matter how tight the defense is on him. As long as his shot isn't blocked, chances are he's knocking it down.
That's tipped. Rondo drives in.
He's giving the fans a show right now, Clark, letting it loose on the rim that time.
Yeah, you can't overlook the fact there's not too much resistance, and I think that extra freedom lets some of the guys really push the limit on the dunk meter.
Ball against Kobe. Over Anthony, and Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got 4 this quarter.
He took advantage of that pick, and he did the rest, knocking down the J.
Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo dishes to Bynum. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 3 assists now in this one. Love goes in over LeBron. Great D that time from LeBron. And Wall kicks to Rondo. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's a 10-point East All-Star lead. Westbrook passes to Kobe. Outside Durant. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
The East making a switch. Ellis is checked in. Here's Westbrook. They get the rebound. Here's Howard. Off target with the jump hook. Anthony with it. Inside. Here's LeBron. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 16 points for LeBron. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're trailing by 10. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here is Howard. And Ellis with the block. But they get it back. Here's Kobe. The baseline jumper goes down.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Outside Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's only a 5-point East All-Star lead.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
LeBron, he's guarded by Love. LeBron dishes to Ellis. Dishes to Rondo. .125 left to play in the final quarter. Great D that time from Love. Kobe kicks to Westbrook. The open shot, Kobe. And Drew Bynum grabs the miss. Bynum's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And it's Rondo penetrating. 9 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. Rondo's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Now here's Howard. There's the feed to Durant. Wants to get it to Kobe and does. Cut! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Not a lot stopping him here in the fourth. He's now 4 for 5.
He's got to push it. Anthony, defended by Durant. Pass to LeBron. Rondo. Lifts up. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Bynum, the pass to Rondo. Ellis.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, fellas.
And with an exclamation point, too, on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Curry dishes to Cousins. No good. Now Granger. Hobbs the alley-oop pass. And Lopez throws it down.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin's going to be.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. East grabs the miss.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
So the East All-Stars win it.
And so the East manages to snap the West 2-year win streak in the All-Star game.
And, you know, overall, the East has now won 37 times to the West's 25 wins. They get the bragging rights again this year.
All right, guys, it's been a true pleasure. For those of you at home, we hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast of All-Star 2013 as much as we have. For Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night from Houston.
I got a million ways to get it. Choose one. Hey, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.